Welcome back to Persona Q Shadow of the Labyrinth. Last time, Mara. Yeah, just Mara. That sums up what happened in the last episode. This time, I've actually gone ahead and, as you can see, I've grinded money in power spots off camera because I really want to do a whole ton of sacrificial fusions in the Velvet Room. Basically, I want to get Salome's Kiss on Mother Harlot because I really like that skill. Also, I need to do another sacrifice spread because I am an idiot. So, when I fused Oyamatsumi last time, I forgot to register him to the compendium, and now Oyamatsumi doesn't have power charge anymore. So, the only way to fix that is to go Suzaku, Raphael, sacrifice time. And that'll give me another Suzaku Bloom that I need to sell. But yes, power charge is back. That'll teach me to register my personas. Yeah, that was really dumb. I should have done that, so I'm just going to go ahead and register my personas right now. With that done, I'm going to sort my personas by level, because it turns out I can actually buy Atropos and Ophanium really cheaply, and they are my highest level personas, so they'll actually give me a lot of experience in sacrifices, and like I said, they're very cheap to summon. So, well, comparatively cheap at least. So, let's go. Mother Harlot demands sacrifices. Basically, I just really want Salome's Kiss. But I'm gonna need one more round of sacrifices to do that. The question here is, what do I get rid of? I want you to be more of a status-using persona. I kind of like having circle recovery on someone even if they don't have circles, but maybe I should just get rid of Zeodyne. Or Poison Breath. That's not really that useful without Impure Reach, but I guess I kind of like keeping that. I did go to the trouble of fusing that onto you, so might as well get rid of Zeodyne. I have that on Akihiko anyway. Of course, that now means Elect Boost is worthless, but I don't really care about that. What I'm also going to do now is I'm going to get back Black Rider. Because I like Black Rider's combination of circles, and Black Rider was very close to learning Judgment Sword. Now that I've done this, actually, I think I have enough to grab one of these and then resummon you from the compendium. I might as well, actually, because Power Charge is a very good skill card. I think that's all I'll do in the Velvet Room for the time being. While this is the best armor we have access to at this point, I might as well buy a couple of these. And how many of these do we... I might as well get another one of those. Okay, so here's the equipment setup that I've gone with. You haven't really changed in what you've got, but that Volt Pin's really nice. I've brought you here just because I want to get him that much closer to level 55. If he can get to there this trip, that'd be great, but I'm not sure he will. Akihiko has pretty much standard stuff. Teddy, I'm going to go with an interesting combination here called Operation Let's Turn Teddy into a somewhat passable physical attacker with a Strength Luck Reverse. And Ken has pretty basic stuff as well. So, as for personas, I've got you with Mother Harlot mostly because I want Salome's Kiss. You know, the actual you, the character named you, has Black Rider. Akihiko's got that for first star. Teddy has Oyamatsumi. I'm not sure if this is going to be a good idea, but we'll find out. Ken has that for the SP, and Fuka has the navigation persona. And yes, as you can see, I no longer have Mara. I was considering giving Teddy Mara just for the lols, but... I went to the wrong Velvet Assistants. Yeah, I ultimately decided, you know what, we had a whole episode with Mara, let's have an episode with no Mara to compensate. So it's time for, hopefully, our final trip into the Inaba Pride exhibit. And by final trip, I meant final trip in terms of actual dungeon exploration. We're going to have to make a few more trips in for the boss, and, well, later, because we will have a Gold Shadow here, too, but that comes quite a bit later. Anyway, it's time to finally explore the Eastern Lands. Towards Spain, I guess. So, let's go. That won't make sense unless you've watched one of the earlier videos here. But at least we can immediately light this bonfire. And we've got quite a few doors here, but most of them are blocked. Wow, there's a lot of doors in this room. If I'm remembering correctly, though, this area has something kind of interesting. Also, I've since noticed, this is just kind of a side note, but on the map of this floor that I prepared earlier, I also hadn't stepped on that tile, so I'm pretty sure it doesn't count for the 100% chest.
Whoopsie! Fire's out!
Okay, I haven't heard Teddy say that before. Yet another break!
Whew.
Now that I think about it.
I guess don't put ideas in Teddy's head, please.
Huh? My goodness.
Yeah, like I said, don't put ideas in Teddy's head.
Yay! Woo! What? Hey. No!
And once again, yeah, Teddy, well, you know the drill by now.
What?
Yeah, more of Yukiko's typical weirdness. This kind of reminds me of, most people think Hitmonchan, the boxing Pokemon, looks like it's wearing a skirt. Okay, slight restoration of SP, which doesn't matter because we weren't in any fights at all. But at least we got to see an event.
There's one enemy.
Oh, hi again.
Strong. Be careful.
Okay, let's see how strong...
What?
Of course, not strong at all. I was about to say, let's see how strong Dragon Cry Teddy is, and then he misses.
I'm counting on you, Orpheus. Take this. Tsunagi!
I think that's the first time we've seen knockdown on one of these. Okay, there we go. Now I can use... I don't know if Draken Cry buffs that at all, but yeah, now I can use Myriad Arrows with Teddy. Well, if he regains enough if he regains enough HP to actually use it, which I think he just barely did. Or that could be exactly enough to not be able to use it. I guess we'll find out. No, he can use it. So, Teddy Myriad Arrows, let's see. It's about the same as most other characters using Myriad Arrows. I guess Kanji are still the undisputed champions of that move, though. Still not down?
Good one, leader.
Yeah, I thought that'd finish it.
You were able to defeat that. That was incredible.
Now we'll have even more power on our side.
Considering that Kuhulan doesn't have any pierce attacks at all, I can safely get rid of that. Despite Kuhulan's pretty low level, I think I'm actually going to use him for the boss fight in this dungeon.
Falls, Teddy. Ugh. Gasp. Death scene.
Sam Riegel, comedic genius, ladies and gentlemen. I don't think I've ever seen that one before. That's really amazing. Yeah, that was... I have no words to describe that. Yeah, and I am thinking of the place I was thinking of
Hold
before.
up. I smell FOE.
That guy right there, yeah. We need to go in there with fire. Alternatively, because there's a guy behind him who's going to chase us with fire, let's approach that via a different angle. I'm going to grab fire just in case I end up needing it. I have a feeling that we will. And there's a power spot, but it's across the water. And yet another one of the many doors that leads into that one room. And here's the power spot. And
Fire's gone out.
here's another door. Yeah, this area is pretty windy and maze-like, which kind of fits
There are
for
three
the
shadows.
Serpentine
This is
Dragons
my
area.
I'm ready to go. The spear is divine punishment.
Have we seen this one before?
I don't believe it.
Can turn into Eggman. Doesn't seem like there are that many good personas you can get out of battles at this point. So, Needhogg, I don't think I've seen you before.
We did it.
And level up on Black Rider, which means Judgment Sword. Perform a regular attack whenever a bind is inflicted on the enemy. This can add up pretty quickly, but what do I get rid of here? Definitely want all of the... Revenge Blow is your skill card ability, but I really don't like it personally, so I'm going to delete it. Oh, we also get Summon Demon. I'd rather use that in other personas. I've pretty much got the skill set that I want on Black Rider at this point.
Help me be more popular with the ladies?
Also, Teddy, the answer is no. Definitely no.
There's a treasure box. What should we do?
Okay, that's actually a weapon for you, but it's 1 power, so it won't really help out with,
Well, that area looks suspicious. Maybe we should try looking around.
what was it called again? Judgment Sword, that's it. The Black Tortoise protects the Northern Land. Yeah, we already know that. We've already been there at this point. Don't just love when the game points you in a direction of something and you've already been there. I'm trying to think of a time in a game where I had something like that happen to me.
This way. Do you think there's something strange about that wall? Let's look.
I think there was at least... Oh, that's it. Yeah, for... Oh, no, not the sweaty guy
Hold
again.
up. I smell FOE.
Teddy, don't smell that thing, please. Yeah, it was for, Zenobia's Blade quests in Xenoblade 2. You need to open up all these little shrines, all across the world, and by the time I got to the point in her Blade quest where I needed to do that, I'd already been to and,
That wall smells fishy, and not in a good way.
and unlocked several of those shrines. Oh, right, that's a chasing guy. I think we can get out of here before
I'm
he
going
catches
on
us,
ahead.
though.
You think you can catch the great Teddy?
Yeah, I need to wait for him to go
There
back.
are 3 shadows.
And yeah, Mother Harlon and Gary Sue's great. I don't even need the why did I equip him with a Volt Pin? I have a persona that
All right, I'm on a roll.
absorbs electricity. What am I doing? I need to give him a different item because, yeah, the Volt Pin's useless if you've already got some Absorb Elec on him.
Hey,
Hey, well, I guess I didn't have to increment the Teddy own count.
we won!
Wow, he actually finished that thing? I was going to increment it anyway if he missed all of
Claws had it
his
covered.
shots with myriad arrows there, but he did not. Said I need to heal him again.
The FOE's close.
And there's also a fast guy. Yeah, these FOEs from all the way back on the first floor have returned. Uh-oh. And that's not good, because now I'm forced to get spotted by you. I need to fill out some tiles in earlier rooms anyway.
This way.
Haven't seen what's through here yet, but it just leads into this room.
I'm counting on you, Orpheus.
Oh, that's interesting. I didn't realize that Judgment Sword worked that way. So every single enemy that got hit by a bind gets attacked in the same move. Oh, and even though that's heal can, it removes his boost.
Good bout. Can't wait for the next one.
I do like how they're bringing back the original FOEs from the first floor here.
This presence.
But yeah,
Is it an
that
FOE?
whole 2 tiles over there, I guess I'll just draw it in right now. Those 2 tiles there, they don't actually count for floor completion. Because it is incredibly difficult to explore those without fighting that FOE. So yeah, the developers did realize when that would be the case, and we can't go through that way. Okay, so we have to go back through there. Like I said, this area can be a little bit confusing. But I guess now I can take this time to mention that I said at the start of this Labyrinth that it was my favorite dungeon in the game.
Over there. There's an FOE.
I do admit, though, it is definitely draining to have to go through this whole thing all at once. It is very, very long, and the floors get pretty massive towards the end of this place.
Hey, I see an FOE.
Oh, looks like the other guy was blocking the way. I mostly like this place for the music and also just the aesthetics of it. I just really like the idea of just like a Japanese festival as a dungeon.
Over there. There's an FOE.
And the whole fire theme to it is pretty cool. Because you don't tend to see a lot of variety in fire-themed areas. Hi, fast guy. Let's stay forward so that we don't get preemptive struck by you.
An FOE! Escape immediately!
Yeah, a lot of fire dungeons in RPGs tend to be lava-based or otherwise, and this is just kind of a really creative way to do a fire-based dungeon. Just have it based on a festival with bonfires. And again, it's also the music. And as disturbing as a lot of the FOEs in this place look, they do have some kind of creative movement patterns and puzzles to them, though I will say, the sweaty guys are incredibly annoying. That diagonal movement pattern is surprisingly easy to get messed up with.
Hiding something. We should check it out.
And I know that yeah, some people don't like the festival puzzles, they find them really annoying. Personally, I don't really mind the pilgrimage ones, but thankfully...
There's something up ahead.
I do admit that the one for... Okay, I can mark this one out as a blue... well, we've got numbers 2, 4, and 1, so this would be 3. Sorry, I completely forgot what I was saying for a second there, but...
They were suckered by my cuteness.
Not really, just hit by a lot of arrows. And yet another Raphael.
That was rough.
I just realized that I've forgotten to remove the vault pin from Gyro's 2. I should probably do that. Though I'm not really sure what else would benefit him in this particular visit. I guess I can give him the authority badge for a bit of an extra stat boost. And yeah, we need fire in order to go through that door 2 ways. Up here, though, is an event that I definitely remember.
Huh?
Manly Fortunes! Yes, except manly, and didn't get changed to use up the day in FES. Let us draw a manly fortune. Blessing. $500 yen. Not really enough to pay for anything at this point in the game. But yeah, this is completely fixed. It's not random at all. It always cycles through 4 specific fortunes, I believe. And the second manly fortune is... Curse.
No! Watch out! This is my job.
Okay, do I just go for Hammer on that, or do I Hammer the thing that's actually weak to it? I think I should go for ones that are actually weak to it first. Wow, I'm not used to those things being that
Here I
fast.
go. Nemesis.
And apparently Life Wall doesn't take Hammer. I guess that makes sense. If you're using it on your party, it would be a bit annoying to instantly lose your party protector because they intercept an instant death attack.
It's shredding time!
Leader, your defense has been reduced. Please be careful. I'm doing it. Nemesis.
Orpheus.
Wow, nice shot there.
Leave it to me!
He's been doing a lot of damage with his physical fire attack lately. And Judgment Sword.
Prepare for Teddy! Everyone's feeling good! Should we go all out? Raging Teddy! We did it!
Well, that wasn't
We're
entirely a
superior!
curse, because we got a persona out of it. And some items for selling. It actually made us a lot
You
more
okay?
than the blessing did. Not really. We actually, like I said, got more out of it than the blessing. So, let's draw another fortune. And what is our third manly fortune? Great blessing. But we're about to be attacked.
What?
So, when I first did this on my first playthrough, I completely freaked out at this because I thought the idea of a great blessing for a manly fortune would be getting ambushed by a fast guy. Thankfully, that's not the case. But that's, like, I wouldn't put it past them to do something like that.
There's
Nope,
a rare
it's
enemy.
hands.
Try to defeat
Guaranteed 3-hand
You're going
encounter.
nowhere.
They can still run though, so we're gonna need to be careful here. Might even try and Salob's Kiss one of them. Because Lethargy Circle is the best chance I've got of getting Agility Bind on all of them. Let's see. Guess I can try and use a Link on one. And I guess in case I get Agility Bind, Myriad Arrows. I hope I can get rid of all three of these, because that would be a great boost to you here. Okay, I got all three of them.
Persona!
And as a bonus, for every bind, I get a free attack on one of them. Uh-oh. Of course my Myriad Arrows user falls asleep.
Missed.
It's not totally necessary that I have them up, though. And that'll give me another link, won't it? Yeah. No, it won't. Yeah, it seems like Judgment Sword doesn't trigger link
His
hits.
defense has decreased greatly.
I finally scored!
Yeah, we've heard that one already. Well, even taking out two of them will be pretty good. And no crit. I was hoping for a crit there.
Persona! And
that's one gone. Come on, another agility bind. Yes, good. We're gonna get all 3 of them, hopefully. Unless the first one's agility bind wears off.
There are 2 enemies left.
It did.
Still in the game.
Of course it did.
I messed up.
And got panic. Nice. So hopefully we will get all 3 of them here. And a crit. And of course we get agility. And Judgment Sword. Nice.
Nice fighting, guys.
That's a lot of experience, but it looks like barely anything for you. Really, really want him to get to level 55. He should after the boss of this labyrinth. So we can draw another fortune, and I might as well do that, but I guess we are fully healed. Let us go for one more manly fortune. What shall our 4th manly fortune be? Well, you can probably tell. We got Blessing, Curse, Great Blessing. This time it's Great Curse.
What the hell?
Huh? There are 3 shadows.
And it's an encounter we've already seen earlier, so it's not
Deceptively evil.
that
For an
bad
old
of a
man.
curse. Can even improve my chances here by going for Healing Tide.
Lucia! Here I go. Nemesis!
Come, Orpheus. Time to make my move. Block right.
It's Teddy time!
Whoa. Whoa.
Whoa, that's a lot of health recovery from
That
that.
enemy is weak to fire. Let's try to predict their next move.
That's like a full heal every turn, wow. Yeah, I'm really, really liking Healing Hand. Never really used it on my first playthrough, but I'm discovering new things.
It's Teddy time!
I suppose I can just show these enemies' final demise, because, yeah, they're pretty much going down right now.
That was cool.
And Great Curse was not really all that
That
bad.
was an excellent attack. I'll be counting on you.
The true Great Curse is that Gary Stu just barely didn't level up off of that.
I can't believe this.
Akiko's method of dealing with bad luck, punch it in the face. And that's all. Like I said, they always happen in that order, and they're all
Leader,
fixed.
you look like you're exhausted. I'm worried.
So we've uncovered all of the gates now, but we do need to light that torch just below us in order to really continue. There's also a little bit more of this area that we didn't explore before because of the fast guy.
There's an FOE close by.
It seems
Be
to lead
very
straight to a
careful.
dead end, though. Yep, a completely trollish dead end that gets us spotted by the fast guy.
This way.
This way.
And another tile that we
Hold
haven't
up.
actually explored
I
just
smell
yet.
FOE.
There are 3 shadows.
How deceptively evil for an old man.
Teddy's clearly not aware of just how common it is to make old men evil in various media. I mean, TV Tropes even has a trope called evil old folks.
Anytime! They were suckered by my cuteness.
And that's everyone boosted at the end of a fight, which, yeah, pretty much means a very high chance of a persona. Habil Sag. That's another Lethargy Circle
Did
skill
everyone
card.
see how great I was?
And there's level 57 on Gary Sue, that's what I wanted. Can I get that spot?
Leader, isn't your energy low? Why don't you head back for now?
Hi there. It's weird that I'm not really that scared of these guys anymore. They don't have Spin Slash, at least.
Oh, an FOE! Please run!
They say he who runs lives to fight again.
And they waste their first turns buffing. Of course, we'll have to deal with that when we actually fight them. Yeah, we will need to fight the actual FOEs of the Enema Pride exhibit soon.
It looks like you're exhausted.
They'll probably end up being split into two parts. Either that or I'll have to myriad arrows a few of them. Is it the Kawakashu is the orange one? The orange gourd? That one I might just go for the myriad arrows combo on because it does have Diarahan, and if I don't, yeah. And there's no way to stop it from using Diarahan, unlike the festival dudes.
A rare enemy! We can't let it escape!
Okay, Alrune is as a battle persona. That's kind of nice, but I much prefer the one I have in the
Leader,
compendium.
isn't your energy low?
Okay,
Why don't you head back for now?
2,
Let's go!
3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Back, you vile
Look
beast!
out. We're being chased by an FOE.
Now we have this torch lit, but we have to run now. As you can see, it's pretty much impossible to cover those last two squares there.
Phew! We got
So
away from the
now, I'm
FOE.
actually going to, because I think I've explored most of the Seiryu land. There are a couple of tiles over in that room that I haven't got to yet. I'm going to need to go back and check on the chest just to see which floor tiles I haven't stepped on yet. Oh right, the fast guy is standing directly on top of that square. But we can still step on it. It means a fight, but we can still step on it anyway.
An FOE! Escape immediately!
I will be completing the pilgrimage on this visit. It shouldn't take too long now that we've got all of the torches lit. Firstly though, I need to check out which floor tiles I'm missing.
You...
So where haven't we been yet? Oh, of course, the exact center. I think that still counts, actually. And one tile over there. And a few tiles up there. I'll just fill in those, I'll be right back.
That one was really strong. It made me nervous.
Yes, it is, and, yeah.
Oh, an FOE!
Had to do that step on that
Please
tile.
Run. An enemy like that isn't fair.
We'll get our revenge on these things eventually, just not quite yet. Well, I've said this before, but the fast guy is honestly not that bad as far as FOEs go. Oh. Except when this happens.
An FOE's joined the battle. Enemy forces have increased. It's here.
Yeah, just to be absolutely sure I'm getting away from this. No, I don't have fire and you're doing that. Okay then, didn't think that was possible. Okay, 99%. I think that means I've got all of the tiles in this room. Okay, so now that that's done, it's time to finally do the actual pilgrimage. So from here, the order is Suzaku, Genbu, Seiryu, and Byakko. Or south, north, east, west. So, let's start with the south. Now, I believe that using Goba K more actually screws up the pilgrimage, but I could be wrong about that. So we need to make sure that we approach this gate from the right-hand side, otherwise we won't be able to go back through. Actually, we could really approach it from either, if we...
Whoopsie! Fire's out!
Anyway, while I'm doing the pilgrimage, I guess I could talk
That's
about
an
how...
FOE over there.
as I was saying, this place can get pretty draining, especially when you're recording it all in one go, like, well, not all in one go, but, you know, like, without any major breaks from the game like I am. And I do think the pilgrimage gimmick kind of overstays its welcome on the 3rd floor. There really didn't need to be 3 pilgrimages on that floor. But I actually like the gimmick of this floor. If you explore everywhere before doing the final pilgrimage, it's really not too bad. And I like the whole concept of making the entire floor one big puzzle, essentially.
Whoopsie! Fire's out!
So, that's our first gate activated. Let's use a one-way shortcut to hop back
It
in.
opened.
And our next destination is the number 2 to the north. Now, this one is probably the most annoying one to hit out of this whole place, because there's 2 fast guys waiting to ambush you up there. But yeah, so I understand if, yeah, you've found this a little bit draining. I personally really like this dungeon, but probably best to play it in short bursts rather than in long lengths of time. This floor, honestly, I don't particularly dislike this floor. I know a lot of people do, but I personally really enjoy it.
There are 3 shadows.
Teddy rocks all faces!
They do bring back all the FOEs, but it's kind of a nice
Leader,
gimmicks in
isn't
review
your
kind of
energy
thing.
low? Why don't you head back for now?
No, I'll do that after I finish the pilgrimage. Okay, the problem with this is your fire tends to run out pretty quickly, so that's 1, 2, 3,
That's an FOE
4,
over there.
5, 6. Gate. Oh, that's bad. You're gonna go in the door.
Whoopsie! Fire's out!
Well, gonna have to fight you once.
Oh, an FOE! Please run!
I'm getting pumped.
But yeah, once all the shortcuts are open, it's really not that hard to navigate this place. Because I can just hop into the shortcut here,
Leader, you look like you're exhausted.
then jump through the shortcut near the bonfire up here. I might as well hit up the power spot on the way.
That power spot has come back.
Once you've got a persona with Calming Lull, it's actually a really good method to money grind. Just go back into earlier floors and just harvest all the power spots. And then just keep using Goho M more to go back to the base and refresh all the power spots. You can make a lot of money quickly that way.
3 shadows.
I'll show you roar power!
But I'll just say, for sticking through this dungeon, you are definitely rewarded.
Leader,
The upcoming
are you
boss
okay?
fight is
It
going
looks
to
like you're
be
exhausted.
a really, really, really special one. As you can probably tell, this is not quite the end of the game. But this is the major climactic boss fight of this game. And it really does not
This way.
disappoint. And the plot reveals that come after this boss don't disappoint either. I have really been looking forward to showing what happens at the
3
end of this
shadows.
dungeon.
Alright, let's go.
It is easily one of the best parts of this game, and to me it's also one of the best
Leader,
instances
you look
of
like you're
voice acting
exhausted.
I've seen in the
Worry.
entire franchise.
The
Seriously,
fire's
the
gone
voice actors deserve awards for this scene that you're going to see after the boss.
Leader, are you okay? It looks like you're exhausted.
Oh, okay, the fire gives me just enough
there's an
time to get
FOE.
through that red gate up there. I see what they want of me. 1, 2, 3, through here 4,
Thank
5,
goodness.
6,
We
7,
got away from
8,
that FOE.
9. Like I said, just barely enough
here.
time to get through here.
The
And
fire's
that lets
gone
me
out.
go through the number 3 gate, Seiryu. And now all we need is the Byakko gate, which is now infinitely easy to get to since I've gone through that sweaty guy room of doom.
Oh, over there. There's an FOE.
Yeah, can you imagine, like, I'm pretty sure it is possible to... In fact, I'm not even sure if it is, but it'd be kind of a nice challenge to try and get the pilgrimage done on your
There's
first
an
visit
FOE
to this
close
area.
by. Be very careful!
Like, your first visit to every part of this floor. Because this is how I prefer to handle it. Pre-explore all the quadrant first, and then do the pilgrimage last.
Looking shadow.
Maybe on my P4 route file, I'll try and see if I can actually do the pilgrimage on the first
you look like
run
you're
through.
exhausted. I'm worried.
Though it may not be possible without opening up the shortcuts or getting fire to places. Anyway, speaking of fire,
Let's
through
go.
this fire door, and if we do this right, this should be the last fire door we ever have to go through.
Over here. This way.
Because now,
The fire's gone
we
out.
head through the Byakko gates, and the sealed door is open.
Good work.
And now we head to the central area. Now, the central area having the gold pilgrimage door also fits with the theme of the four celestial animals, because the master of the four, kind of like legendary trio masters in Pokemon, is Koryu, the golden dragon, who represents the
Put up your
center
dukes.
and the element of earth in Chinese mythology, which is considered the fifth element, and I think the most
Peter,
important of
are
all.
you okay? It looks
In
like you're
Japanese
exhausted.
mythology, though, their closest equivalent to a fifth element is actually void or nothingness, which kind of has interesting implications with symbolism, but yep, here is the final area of this floor.
I found the stairs.
Some shrine
Should we go on?
gates and all of these wheels here. I really like this area. Now also, I should mention
You all know this floor perfectly well by now.
that I really like how the next floor looks too. But I'm gonna be going in here and then leaving and cutting out my first visit to this floor. Why? Because it has so much more impact if you do this and then immediately do the boss. Because the next floor's music is unlike anything in the rest of the dungeon. But I'm gonna have to set foot here just to unlock a few conversations back at the base, which I want to do before I head into the boss fight. So, we have one stroll conversation here, the final guardian. Don't worry, I'll go back for the chest. No specific reason, we're about to fight what we all think is the final opponent in this place. For this fight in particular, it's very important that Rei be here. You aren't forced to bring her, but it definitely makes sense plot-wise to do so. Seems like it's just a single powerful presence this time. Not like the Doctor. Whatever it is, I'm sure we'll be fine.
Yay! Leave it to me.
But
Yeah.
No one's questioning Teddy on his terrible mathematics.
Hey,
I think I'll be using Rise as navigator for this fight. But we have one more thing to take care of, and that is the chest on the 4th floor. And so, if I remember this one right, this one's a bit of a disappointment. Ring of Darkness. We got the Radiant Halo last time, which has a chance of blocking light instant death. This has a chance of blocking dark instant death. Like I said, a bit of a disappointment. But with that, we've done everything that we can do in the Inner Pride exhibit for now, other than beating the FOEs. We'll deal with those after the boss. Next time, we take on a very, very significant fight. And finally learn the truth about this place. I have been looking forward to this for the entire game. I will see you all next time. Because I don't want to kill the mood next time, I'm going to take care of a few fusions right now. So now that we're level 57, we can make Seiryu, who starts out with Renewal Aura, and I'm thinking of making you my new Navigator persona, but in order to do that, I first need to make Jatayu out of... Yes, I believe it is Mara, Raphael, and Pabilsa. Yes, I am fusing away Mara, but it is for a good cause. So, for you, I don't really care what you get. Binding Hands, Lethargy Circle, and I suppose Dragon Cry, because you have Gale Link. Really? Really? Okay, then. Seiten Taisei.
It seems to have gone differently than planned.
The persona who would later become Ryuji's. That's decent, but I wanted Orb of Haste, actually. Yeah, there's who's actually very, very good. Forked Spear is kind of nice. Silent Thrust is pretty good. Those are not bad skills on you. The problem is, like I said, I actually wanted you for the Orb of Haste. Oh, that... I like Seiten Taisei, but I'm gonna reload my save. Because it will just cost me too much money to try and repeat that. Okay, yeah, there we go. So now that I have you, I can go Ananta, Alraune, and Jatayu. That gives me 4 inherited skill slots, and with that I can pass down Snake Glare, Cornucopia, Orb of Haste, and Calming Lull. So,
Is this the persona
I
you
have a
want?
very good Navigator persona out of this, presuming I don't get another fusion accident, which would be ridiculous. There we go. I think Seiryu was Ultimate Justice in Persona 4. Don't really know much about their mythology, but they look pretty cool at least. So yeah, that's the persona that I actually wanted out of that. While I'm here, I suppose I can sacrifice these two. Yeah, I guess the only persona that I really need the next skill on is Black Frost. I passed up Fire Amp off camera. Also, Shinjiro learned Star Drop off camera. But I do want Ice Amp. Except all of these skills are pretty good. I may have to give up Mabufu, actually. And that is everything that I wanted to